Well, hello and welcome. Did a little bit of off-camera mining, you know. Got my resources organized. Got some nice plasteel ingots, lots of titanium. This guy's almost fully grown. And got everything from the life pod. I might have unpinned it actually, moved. I actually changed the colors of the beacons as well to differentiate them. I've got a little home sweet home beacon. Um, But yeah, I want to get started with the base building. Uh, I thought about changing locations since I made this because we've got these guys. I forget what they're called, but they're loud and annoying. Yeah, there's three of them around here. And there's also this awkward situation over here. I'm not gonna have to swim far to find him. Let's see. Oh, yep, right there. So that's the guy I called a squid shark in the last episode. Not a squid shark. Leviathan class fishy right there. And he's right next to base. But, I feel like he could be a little pet. I took some screenshots while I was doing the off-camera stuff. I'll show you what I did here. Start with this. This is a segment for the sea truck. We need three of them. I only scanned one, but it's an aquarium segment. That seems pretty cool. I bet you I can find it in here. Yeah, right here. Sea truck aquarium module. And then we have, this is the large room. I had to just go back to Margaret's area, and I actually could scan the large room. I just didn't get to doing that when I was there last. And while I was there, I also found a laser cutter fragment to scan, so we have the recipe for that. And this like alien location. I don't even remember where that was. This was another spot I found. Not a whole lot in that one. Nothing of note. Yeah, here's the Leviathan. He looks kind of like a crab, like a glorified crab or lobster. I don't know. But you can see he's literally right next to the base. So sometimes he creeps over here. And in the next picture, you can see him eating me. Yeah, he actually eats you. He totally digested me. And then I respawned, of course. But yeah, it was kind of scary. I wish I caught it on camera. This is another thing I found. Was it? I don't know if I even scanned it. Yeah, juvenile vent guardian. Or garden. Not a threat, just kind of like the glow whale. But yeah, here's the chelicerate. I think we might call the one next to our base Chelsea. I think that's a good name for her, Chelsea. Um, and yeah, let me show you a little bit of a plan I'm hatching up. So here's kind of the main area where our base is, right? On top of this mound. And then if you back up a little bit, I wish the visibility in this area was better, but it's not great. I love these kind of stairs leading up to it. And so I want to also build something around this area. So let me swap over to paint. So here's the area we're standing at right now. And I'm kind of thinking I want to grow kelp along this area. Also grow some kelp along here. And then maybe a little bit of a kelp patch here. I'm not really sure about this one, but I feel like we're going to have more than one. We need to do three. All right, so we got the kelp patches. And then I think I want to have a little foundation area here, or maybe back here, somewhere just close by, where we've got a lot of like grow plots. And we can do maybe gel sacks in one, something else in another. We got the one plant that's needed for batteries. We could plant one there. Just kind of 1 or 4 foundations. One is probably sufficient because it doesn't need to be huge. And then I also want in this area, I want to have one modular, what's it called? Oh, multi-purpose room. Kind of in this area. And I want to have geothermal vents. And then inside the multi-purpose room is going to be a bioreactor. So it's kind of going to be our power plant in this area. All right, so we've got the front yard figured out with all of our plants and power and such. And then as we come up here, I think I want to do kind of like a little town. We've got this one house here, but I don't really like it. I'm calling it a house. I think I want one here, and I want one maybe right here. And then I want a big old large room here. And then connected to this large room, we can have our, moon pool, little crescent, that means moon pool. And then on the other side, we might be able to dock our sea truck. Let me draw a little truck. Yeah, we got our little sea truck port. I forget what that thing's called. And then we are also able to have another like multi-purpose room, I think, attached here. And I want to have an area that goes up all the way to the surface. And then I want to have an observatory up at the top. I think that'd be pretty cool. So there's going to be a lot going on here. And this is all subject to change. I think once we get the actual buildings placed, we can see what we think about that. But let me get started with that. Oh, hey, buddy. He just killed me. Yeah. Our neighbors aren't very friendly in this spot, but, sometimes you just got to deal with some bad neighbors. It's part of life. Oh, he's right next to us. Oh, this might be a problem. Yeah. Dang. You think I can scare him off? Hold on, let me put my resources away. This is really unfortunate. Did he forget I'm here? He's gonna go swim over to his own area? Yeah, right. Chelsea? I keep calling Chelsea him. My bad. Sorry, Chelsea. Okay, yeah, let's leave Chelsea alone. Let's get our large room built. Oh my gosh, I forgot how large rooms are. I mean, it's in the name, you'd think I'd get that, but what is a good spot for this thing? Let's try right here. What do we think of this? I almost want to get it lower, but I don't think that's even possible with this vent here, so I think this is fine. Let me refer to my picture. Ooh, it might be better to have it further up front. Let me move my sea truck. Oh, Chelsea's getting angry. Okay, what about this spot? Yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay, next up we need our garage. So we need the moon pool. I'm all out of lubricant, so let me go get some of that.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Ooh. Okay, I found a little cave right next to our area. May have gotten a little distracted, but there's this thing here. Have I seen this before? Yeah, I guess I have scanned it. Okay. What is this? Diamonds? Hold on. What? No way I just found diamonds. I was thinking that that's the one resource we don't have that we need. Look at where this is. Okay. There's a tiny little crack in this cave. And our home is literally right across. Right through there. Huh. Well, there's some diamonds down here, I guess. That's awesome.
Providing flavorful options for evading scurvy.
Okay, wait. I just used the resource I grabbed that I needed. Oh, look at this little crashfish guy. I found out with these guys, they pop out, but they don't run at you unless you're still close to them. So you can totally edge them. There's one over here too. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, here he is. Look at this little guy. And he pops out, and we run. Now he's like, where'd he go? Poor little guy. They're kind of cute. Okay, I need more creep mines though. I totally messed up. Might as well grab a couple. Gotta make sure we avoid Chelsea on our way home, don't want to distract her. Okay, now we've got our moon pool. Well, hold on, I wanna have some fun with this. Let's do a little I compartment. And then we can have a T compartment. And we can fit our sea truck. Yeah, right off of that. We got shrub nuts! No way. Good, I'm hungry.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Nice. And one more. Cool. What a fun plant. Hold on, this wasn't really how I envisioned it. I think what I want to do is rotate it, and I might need to do one more eye compartment to make that happen, or maybe a J, or an L. Hold on, let's see. Let's see, can I place this guy next to you now? Rotate? Yeah. That's probably too close to the large room. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. I don't know if that's the right side, though, because I want to enter from here. Oh, let's see. Let's finish building it and see what happens. Not really sure how this thing works yet. Chelsea's angry. Okay, let's see if we can enter our new... Yeah, looks like we just go in through here. Yeah. Huh. And then it grabs it. Awesome. That looks like it's oriented well to me. Cool, and then we get spit out back here. Oh, damage due to weak hull strength. Yeah, we'll deal with all this later. Oh, and then you just exit through here. Okay, cool. So, I wonder if it has extra segments, if those just get put in here or not. Not sure. Let's connect it up to the rest of the base, though. Need... you, and one more. Nice. Okay, and then our moon pool I want to go right here. So let's see about making some reinforcements. Oh wait, this is considered part of the base. Interesting. Add a hatch to the front of this thing. And then we need our hull reinforcements. There we go. We are at minus 7.25. Now we're at minus 0.3, and 2 should do the trick. Nice. Okay. Let's move everything over then. Right, here's the storage room. I've got it kind of structured like a grocery store, you know? We got our different aisles. I'm thinking aisle 1 can be like natural resources, aisle 2 can be different minerals, and I don't know, just whatever. That door is actually kind of annoying. I wish I could bump it out more. Can I? Kind of, but I don't think I want my entrance to be straight into a wall. It's kind of weird. Yeah, what do we think? Without a door or with a door? I'm not quite sure. And here we need a moon pool attached. So let me finish moving some stuff. All right, multi-purpose room has been moved. We've got our power being generated right here. And one thing I just remembering I didn't draw is a like an alien containment spot, and I'm thinking that might be just one of the smaller houses that we do here. Get this moon pool figured out though. We want it to be probably right here. Here's probably a good spot for it. Looks nice and snuggled in. I think I want plant pots filled with shrub nuts around this whole place, just because those can be used as fuel. Beautiful. We'll get titanium for those later. We do like a counter here and put something on it. Maybe some shelving here. Maybe just a bit of a table and an office chair. That looks good. Alright, this is decorated. We'll deal with that later. I want to make sure that, yep, we've got that planted. I really wish I wasn't out of titanium, but that's okay. I'll just go get some more. Okay, we are moving the moon pool because it wasn't working where it was. So let's see if we can place it here. And I hope that's high enough for a prawn suit to get underneath. I think it will be. And see if we can connect it up now. Yeah, beautiful. That's what we really want. Okay, I just did some research. Turns out these power transmitters suck. I mean, they don't. We just can't use them for bioreactors. So I'm going to have to move this bioreactor, which sucks because it's producing power, into the large room. And this will just be here temporarily until we can get thermal power up, but we don't even have thermal power unlocked just because we haven't scanned the last part. So we're going to have to find that somewhere. Found a good use for these panglings. That's kind of messed up, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so these guys just grew some seed clusters. Oh man, that's awkward. But I think it was only because I planted the actual seed cluster. Yeah, because that looks like a different type of kelp than this one is. So I'm not sure if we want to just use this or mix the two in, but it'll work for now. Before we can really do much else, though, I need to get some more titanium. Ooh, this is cool. I don't know if I want to sit through this animation every time I need to reuse my sea truck, but when we get some segments, we might have to. Let me show you my favorite spot to get titanium. Ah, here it is. Oh, and you know what? We can make the laser cutter, so we might as well explore this again. Nice. Plenty of quartz. And there should be metal salvage all over this place. There's one. Some more. Alright, this ship only has enough for maybe one more run of titanium in it, and then I'm going to have to start getting titanium less efficient ways. Hopefully the last batch is enough to last us a while. We got a lot of quartz as well. Some bladderfish, because you can see my thirst is in a rough position right now. Alright, let's finish this construction. Nice, now we can get into this. And here's our vehicle. Oh, we can finally name it and give it a color. Nice, we'll do that in a second. Okay, I had to cannibalize some titanium, but now we've got a vertical shaft running up to what will be our bedroom. And then we've got our other houses here. I'm kind of unsure about this one. Just the placement because of this guy. I really like where this one is. I think this needs to be tucked further back here. Oh, Chelsea's coming for a visit. This is awkward. Let me just hide in here. Oh, she's hunting. I didn't realize that there was a food chain like that. Yeah, that kind of looks like a smaller version of Chelsea. Did she just ignore me while I'm in here? Yeah, I guess so. She's getting used to us being around. That's what it is. Alright, and I want to stack. Yeah, beautiful. So we can stack these multi-purpose rooms to kind of vary some height. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't want this to be at the same level as this, so let's see if we can lower this guy. Let's see, is that any lower or is that about the same? No, that looks lower. Sweet. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this so far. This might end up moving. I'm not sure yet. I think this is going to be a good spot for our alien containment unit. And then this, we might just put like, this is the guest house, you know? Yeah, yeah. And we need more titanium for all these grow beds. To get more titanium, we're going to need to go over to the sunken ship. But I think we've got the ingredients for a laser cutter in here somewhere. Yeah, a couple diamonds. I think we need crystalline sulfur. What else do we need? Battery and a titanium. That's easy enough. Battery, and we can cannibalize titanium from somewhere, surely. Maybe we'll take it from this. Can we? Yeah, we just have to remember that. We're putting a second one on top of that. And there's our laser cutter. Sweet. Alright, let's go over there and take a quick break from all this building. Now I figure we can just get the metal salvage on our way out with what inventory space we have left. Alright, let's park the sea truck and let's get cutting. I think there's a spot up the stairs here. Yes. Let's get our laser cutter in our hotbar. And these take forever. Lucky you, you don't have to wait through that. And what's through the door? Battery, nice. Not that we really need those. Oh, some metal salvage is in here. That's actually really nice. Some food and water. We actually need that really bad. Some oxygen in here too. How sweet of them to put that there. No, we've already been through this room. Wait, did I seriously not see that there was a hole in the
Keep
ceiling when I
fluid
was in this
intake.
one? That's awkward. Pretty sure we can cut through this. Yes. What's inside? Oh. Oh! Parallel processing unit fragment. Awesome. Okay, that's what we need to deactivate the tower at Delta Station. Wow, those replenish very quickly. I've never seen one reactivate in real time like that. Ooh, where is this gonna go? Down to here. Okay. And we got a titanium ingot. We'll never say no to that. Oh, PDA.
I finished the reactor checks. We dumped a ton of runoff, and we don't need the rods melting down. Then I helped with the scavenging, chopped some veggies with the cooks, and tried to help Diana, but she sent me down to engineering with Stefanos. I've been working with him the last few days. Stefanos. How to describe Stefanos? He's by far the most thorough engineer I've worked with, and no ego. He never leaves a job undone, no matter how late it is. I've never seen him awake before 11, and he always greets me by saying, Kalimera, Yasmin, in the sleepiest drawl. Not a morning person, that one. He listens with the slightest smile on his face and twirls this stray curl by his ear. He asks a billion questions, but I don't mind. He surprised me today. There's an empty room on the bridge, just a spot of negative space in the ship. He set a picnic there and said I need to relax. He even called me a busybody. There were these crazy glowing fungus things he found to set the ambiance. The most exciting part though, drum roll, he can jailbreak fabricators. He made a small batch of traditional Grecian dishes. But the craziest part? He managed to make a suitable falafel for me. I never thought I'd see a good falafel in deep space. Alhamdulillah. A quiet genius, that one. This planet may be a cold mistress, but maybe it isn't so bad.
Well, there's definitely enough metal salvage here for me to get in the future. Might as well take that one. There's one more PDA I think I had to listen to. Yes. Another Stefanos.
I can only do repairs in spurts. That's so inefficient. The larger tools seem to set off seismic activity nearby. A crew came back telling stories of gigantic worms burrowing in the ice. I don't know what they were going on about. They were hypothermic and frostbitten because they walked back to avoid angering them. The ice shelf is probably a bit unstable and they got disoriented or something. To borrow from Diana, Orion spelled thermocouplings are not meant to be worked on in 20-minute spurts. If we break the process, we'll break the ship. But it's nice to hang out with Yasmin while we wait for the rumbles to stop. I hope she doesn't mind all my questions. I love hearing her voice. Her face lights up, and she's got the most expressive eyebrows. They're practically acrobats. The way she looks when talking about nuclear engineering is the same way I look at my grandmother's domades. The woman never sits down, though. She told me that she used to do decathlon in college, and I can believe it. She's like a bouncy ball, just all over the place. She makes rounds on the ship every day to see if people need help. I should do something nice for her. She's always helping everyone else. I wish I had a fraction of her energy.
Well, I didn't really have a romance story on my bingo list for this game, but that's kind of cute. I think that's it for this place, though.
Passing 100 meters.
So let's head back.
Oxygen efficiency
Itching to build.
decreased.
I really want to make a storage module upgrade for my sea truck, so let's finish building this vehicle upgrade console. Computer chip and copper wire. Good thing we just got 2 copper wire, because I think I was fresh out of copper. We should have everything. Nice. And can I make a storage module upgrade? No, you're kidding me. Well, that was a waste of resources. Whatever. Sure, we'll use them later. I would like to get the rows of creep vines finished out. See how far we can get on those. I think it's 2 titanium per grow bed. And these should only require one each because I've already put one into them. And yeah, so oh, oh, this guy. I guess he respawns. Well, I want him gone. Sorry, bud. Okay, let's harvest these clusters. Yeah, this will be a lot more efficient if I use the titanium in my inventory. So let's add a second tier to this house. And nice. We need to give it a hatch as well. I think it'll fit in the bottom. Right there. Nice. And might as well give this one a finish as well. I think I want to give solar panels to each of these smaller buildings. Just like a solar panel here, solar panel there, and this one could use one as well, I guess. Yeah, definitely want to get solar panels on mine. Need to go get some more copper to make that happen, though. And I'm already out of titanium. This is insane. Alright, time to get some more resources. I need pretty much everything, but I think copper and titanium are the two big ones, so I'm gonna be prioritizing limestone if I can even find them. Okay, all of our buildings now have power in them. I completed the solar panels. We got light, we got oxygen, and we can finish making some more grow beds. Let me lay those out real quick. Oh, shoot. Hi, Chelsea. Oh, no, she's eating me. Oh, my gosh. That's rough. Well, I'll just keep doing what I was doing, I guess. Oh, man. Chelsea's getting a meal. We're next, probably, but... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there she is. See, is that far enough? Let me refer to the image real quick. Yeah, I think that's probably good. And then the other one was along here, but I'm pretty sure we've got a house here now. So, let me think about this. Let's try here for another row of plants. Hi, Chelsea. I'd appreciate it if you just, like, didn't mess with me right now. I don't think I'm gonna get that luxury. Well, I might. You know what? She listens. I can appreciate that. Okay, well, we're gonna need a lot more titanium for this. Well, here we are. Time for some more titanium. Alright, let's make some titanium. I'm also gonna try to grab some quartz and some copper because I want another fabricator. That way we can get two of these going at once. Here we go. Now we can do 2 salvages at a time. That's kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Awesome, plenty of titanium. Let's see how quick we can burn through all of it. Let's see, I do want to get my bedroom up and running, so let's do this one. Alright, here's where all the titanium's gonna go. Oh my gosh, almost there. Do we have enough? We do, we have... Oh, a little bit left over as well. Nice, okay, let's plant some of these then. This one, we might as well decorate now. We don't have the resources for it, but we can throw something up. Probably a queen bed, and we gotta have a table and some chairs. We'll do some swivel chairs. Nice, and then I think a trash can go here. some wall shelves up here. A single wall shelf can go here and here. We've got some fun signs in here. I think we just take one poster. Which one is this? The C truck. Keep calm and truck on. Let's put the keep calm and truck on in there. We can go right above the bed. I like that spot. Nice. We need titanium. I'm gonna go harvest some.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Awesome, we can build this foundation. I think I got 2 lead anyways. Yeah. And the exterior modules. Whoa. Do I have a power transmitter down here?
Primary systems online.
Wait a minute. No, okay. I guess the solar panel is transmitting to the foundation. That's interesting. Yeah, now I've got floodlights. Yes. Floodlights are beautiful. Glass and titanium. I need to make a glass real quick. Alright, should be able to finish building that. And then we've got 2 grow plots. I think I want to make real quick. We can make the other 2 later. Oh, we can actually fit 6 on here. These things are so hard to align correctly. And fill it with some ribbon plants. Nice. And then some gel sacks. Nice. And we should be able to cut these up, right? Yes. To duplicate them. I don't know how many we need, but I think it was a 4x4. Could be misremembering, but I'll just cut these up. Wow, that's a lot of seeds. Okay, it was definitely not a 4x4, but we had just enough. That's awesome. We definitely don't have enough gel sacks, but we'll get them eventually. Oh yeah, nice. We've got some more of these grown. Oh, I think he's trying to help me harvest. Uh-oh. Chelsea's trying to get in on some action. Woo! Yeah, get distracted by someone else. And she's gonna come back to me, isn't she? No. She seems to lose interest after getting one bite in. Oh, somebody just respawned. Boom. Alright, well we are exactly 1 grow plot short of replanting, or not replanting, but planting all of the creep vines. I wish they grew taller. I didn't realize they'd really be stuck to this height. I was kind of hoping for, you know, sitting here and then the creep vines going up to about here. So you could see our base above it, but the other ones were kind of, you know, hidden through the creep vines. But I think it still adds a really good bit of color and just more detail to the area. I'm happy with this little like backyard foundation, a little bit of a grow plot. I don't know if I'm gonna put a bioreactor in here or not, because I kind of need it in the large room. But I can keep these shrub nuts here. They're a good source of just like, you know, get my stats back up to the max. And once we have the 8 in here, it'll be trivial keeping our resources up. And maybe we'll come across a better plant to do indoors. Here is where the alien containment unit is going to be, but we don't have that recipe yet. Guest room, I'm all out of titanium, and I really don't feel like going to get more right now, so we've just got the blueprints up for now. Nothing special, but maybe if we get some more decorational items, we can put them in here. And then here's the main base. We got our large room attached to a kind of like our garage, right? We got a moon pool on the left. We've got the sea truck docking bay on the right. I think that's what it's called. This is pretty cool. I like that you can enter through here as well. Same with the moon pool. Just kind of gives you another option. Up here, we've got our home. Now, unfortunately, I don't have glass on me, but I would like to add... Yeah, turn this... Oh, wait, that works. I don't need glass. I can just use fake windows. It's a good view. I really wanted to do an observatory, but I think I might settle for a glass dome once I get that. I just want it to be clear that you're not underwater anymore when you're up top. Bioreactor. I don't know. I might add a room for a bioreactor, turn this into a T, put a bioreactor at the end, because I really wanted to make this a little bit of like a dining area, have a few tables, have a bunch of chairs, just kind of a common area for everybody living about here. I might want to add a bed to the top of this thing, and maybe even bed in here. I don't know if it'll fit, but definitely have the queen bed in here. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm pretty happy with where the base building's going. Next episode, we'll do more exploring. I'm a little bit burnt out on the building, but we got a lot of it done. And now I have a base that feels like home. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.